Hey everyone and welcome! So, you're gearing up for the National Medical Admission Test, and you're taking it online. You have come to the right place. Today, we are going to break down everything you need to know, step by step, to absolutely ace this thing.
Okay, let's just get right into it. Taking a huge exam like this from your own home can feel, well, a little weird and stressful, right? You got the tech to worry about, a whole new set of rules, and oh yeah, someone watching you through a camera. But look, don't worry. We're going to cut through all of that confusion and give you some super clear, practical advice so you can feel totally confident and ready on exam day.
All right, first things first. Preparation is everything. And for the online NMAT, your success really starts way before you even see the first question. It all begins with your setup. So let's run through a checklist and make sure you have everything you need.
Okay, tech time. The most important piece of this puzzle is that secure browser app. Now, this isn't just some program you run in the background. No, this thing is designed to completely lock down your computer. Once it's on, you can't switch windows, you can't open another tab, nothing. That's why it's so crucial to get it installed and test it out way ahead of time. And here's a little pro tip. Make sure your camera's decent because you're going to have to hold up your ID and they need to see it clearly for you to even start the test. Now this is a big one. For the online exam, forget about scratch paper. It's not allowed. Your one and only tool for working out problems is a physical whiteboard. That means you need to start practicing with one, like right now. Do all your practice questions on a whiteboard. Get used to the feel of the marker, how much space you have, how fast you can write and erase. I'd even suggest grabbing one that's back-to-back just to give yourself more room.
If there is one document you absolutely have to know inside and out, it's this one, the Candidate Online Assessment Guide. Honestly, think of this thing as your exam Bible. It has every single rule, every requirement, every little procedure you need to follow. Reading this from cover to cover is the best way to avoid any bad surprises on test day.
And speaking of official resources, these are your must-haves. You need to download them, but more importantly, you need to actually use them. The system compatibility check is a no-brainer. It makes sure your tech is good to go. But that online demo test, that's your secret weapon. It lets you click around and get a feel for the exact software interface you'll be using on the real exam. And trust me, that is a massive advantage.
So, you've got your setup dialed in. Perfect. But knowing the rules is one thing. Actually performing under pressure on that platform is another. The online format is a completely different beast, and it calls for a different kind of practice. So, just how different is it? Well, the online test usually has fewer items, which can be a good thing, but the formatting can be a little quirky, especially for sections like inductive reasoning. The biggest change, though, is the duration. It's crunched down from a whole day to just a half day. That means your stamina and your pacing are more critical than ever.
Okay, so this is your new training plan. Start practicing your problem solving on that whiteboard, but do it while keeping the board visible to your camera. Get your eyes used to reading long passages on a screen so they don't get tired. And here's the sneaky one. Practice answering questions without mouthing the words to yourself. Believe it or not, that can get flagged by the proctor. Master these little things and you'll be way ahead of the game. All right, you've done the prep, you've practiced the skills, now it's the big day. Let's walk through what you're actually going to see on your screen and how to navigate it like you've been doing it for years. When you first see this, yeah, it can look like a lot, but let's break it down. Just think of this screen as your command center for the next few hours. You've got the question and any passages over on the left, your answer choices are right there in the middle, and then you have all your key navigation tools and the timer up on the top right. Honestly, the best way to get comfortable with this is just to mess around in that demo test until it feels like second nature.
Here is a super simple trick that will save you precious seconds. Instead of always clicking the next question button down at the bottom, just use that number bar at the top to jump directly to any question you want. You'll also notice the colors change. It's pretty intuitive. Gray means you haven't answered it, green means you have, and orange means you've flagged it to revisit later.
And here is a really important reminder, you are not alone. There is a live proctor watching you through your webcam for the entire duration of the test. That means you got to maintain proper exam conduct. So, try not to slouch, don't stare off into space for long periods, and remember what we said about not mouthing the words to yourself.
Let's talk about your schedule for the day. You get 2 hours and 15 minutes for part 1. Then you get a quick 10-minute break. After that, it's straight into part 2 for 1 hour and 30 minutes. You need to know these times and plan your pacing. And that 10-minute break, use it. Stand up, stretch, reset your brain, but just remember, the proctor is still watching. Okay, I need everyone to listen very carefully. This is probably the most important warning I can give you. Once you finish part 1 and you click that next section button, that's it. It is final. There is no undo button. You cannot go back. So be 100% sure you are done with that first half before you move on.
We are on the home stretch now. You've got the technical stuff down. You know how to navigate the test. So let's wrap this up with some advice on getting into the right mindset for success on exam day.
Let this one really sink in. The night before your exam is not the time to cram. Seriously, do not do it. Your brain needs to be fresh and sharp to perform at its best. Real preparation includes getting a good night's sleep. Trust all the hard work you've already put in and let your brain rest.
All right, here are your final marching orders. Dress comfortably. And yes, that means from top to bottom. You might be asked to do a 360-degree room scan, so wear pants. Make sure your room is quiet and the temperature is comfortable. And here's one last strategic tip. The NMAT is often less about memorizing facts and more about comprehension and critical thinking. So focus on understanding the concepts, not just knowing them.
I want to leave you with this thought. Every single thing we've talked about today, from testing your tech to getting a good night's sleep, is all part of your preparation. You're not just studying for a test, you're building an opportunity for your future. So my question to you is, what's one thing you're going to do today to prepare for that opportunity?